Well, I guess you can tell in the background it's raining like mad, it's storming like mad, been going on all morning. But I've got this car back in. We put a push button start in this, and the push button start had some issues, so we're able to, he brought this back to me to do some work on it, and I'm kind of thankful he did. Meanwhile, we sent this thing out. It's got over 500 horsepower stroker motor under the hood, and he had a rebuilt transmission, 700 R4 in it. Well, it blew that transmission out of it. I didn't realize the amount of power that transmission was holding back. He's went and bought a performance style transmission that is rated to hold this much power, and oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe how fast this car is. I drove it the other day. I got out and my hands were a little shaky when I got out of it. This thing will absolutely fly. A lot of fun to drive. It's got the Detroit speed suspension under it. It's got that stroker motor in it. Just really cool. Gets a lot of looks. I absolutely love this car. What a fun car this is. Now, over here on our wagon, I had talked about how clean this wagon is. So you can see here, I have completely taped this thing up. Taped the door up where I can open and close the driver's door so I can do my stuff on it. And then I'm actually covering it up in the tarp on top of that to keep it clean. I've cleared everything out around it to help clean it, keep it clean. Over here on the stand, you can see my gas tank. Let me take you over here and show you this tank. We're putting our fuel injection pump in the tank. Some people try to run a pump on a frame rail or something, but I always suggest put it in the tank because the pumps are so loud, you will constantly hear that pump. So I can put the pump in here, I'll run a return, that'll help keep the pump running cool, smooth, easy, works like a champ. Send her in there to run our new gauges we have inside. So, but over here on the car, I got my LS3. This is an LS3 6.2. Put it up on the stand here because I'm fixing to change the oil pan. I've got this oil pan here that has a sump that's further back and shorter. And motor mount kit. I'm fixing to take and put this pan on and kind of mock it up in place. I've got all my pulleys and brackets and all that in place, and I'll set that in there and make sure all that fits in place as well. Now, the way this car is built with these steering arms and these grease zerks right here, I may end up having to do some more modifying on that pan. Not sure yet, but we'll get this in place and see how it goes. Then as far as the computer, this is the controller for my transmission. This is the controller for my motor. This is all from General Motors. It'll go up under my fender and be housed under my fender. I'm going to snake the wires out underneath here to kind of hide them and try to blend this engine into this engine bay as well as possible. So this project's coming along real well. Let me get back at it and I'll give you an update later.